Hi guys, my name is Paul McCabe and I am a Cork-based entrepreneur. I'm looking for two students to come with me from CIT. I've had in the last couple of years I've had two students come with me from the marketing course last 3 years. So I suppose it's quite complicated to describe what my business is because there's two different businesses going on. So the first business that I have is a J1 accommodation business. So a lot of you guys would be, the students that we will be selling to. You'd be your age bracket. So J1, it's a cultural exchange visa to America. What we do as a business is we source accommodation in the United States in cities like Chicago, New York, and San Francisco. And what we do from there is we rent buildings that have vacant beds during the summer. So if you can imagine, Dean's Hall sells accommodation to students. During the summer months, it's vacant. So what we do is we go to buildings in America, we find them beds, and we then lease them beds to Irish students for the summer. So we spend 9 months here marketing it and getting it ready, and then I go over with some other reps and we kind of manage them buildings for the summer. So we have about 200 students in each building, so in them three cities, and we might be adding some buildings as well for next year, hopefully. And I started this business back in 2014 when I got into trouble with accommodation myself when I was on a J1. So we got scammed by this guy, and after that I decided that there was no one doing it, Irish accommodation for J1 students, so I decided to do it. And it took me a couple of years to get started, but we had three really good years of doing it. In 2017 I started with a building in Brooklyn. We had 100 beds there. The next year I added a building in Chicago, and in 2019 we added a building in San Francisco. We changed our building in New York, we changed our building in Chicago, so we have kind of better locations, better buildings, and better experiences then for our students. So that's the first business that I had, and I had marketing students from CIT come work with me on that business for a couple of years, and then the pandemic happened. So in 2019 we were here and we got the news that the summer wasn't going to go ahead, so we had to refund students. During that time, what I decided to do was think about what else I could do, because I knew that the next summer wasn't going to happen. I knew that it was very likely that the summer after that wouldn't happen either, which it didn't. So I decided to start looking for business opportunities, and I found out that there wasn't much weights to be bought in Ireland at the time, and there was definitely a gap in the market. So what I started doing is importing adjustable dumbbells. Brought in one container of that, it sold out. Brought in another container, that sold out. So now I have a full business where we import workout equipment. So barbells, adjustable dumbbells, workout equipment. And then we also started buying in kayaks and stand-up paddle boards too for the summer market. So with that business, I had two students from the college last year, Joe and Leona, and there's going to be a video of them that you can watch afterwards to kind of, I suppose they'll explain a little bit about how they found working for me, and the things that we done together. So they came on board last year. They came on board in January, and I was buying and selling equipment, but I hadn't put any foundations down really to start the business in terms of marketing and branding. So we started from scratch. That was a really exciting kind of, I suppose, experiment, journey, and everything that we covered, from designing logos to designing all of the dry robes, the equipment, different kind of marketing schemes, setting up an Instagram page, Facebook page, all of the designs down to the mailer bags that we send out. This is our logo up here. It's probably in reverse mirror image now, but so they designed that. We decided we were working out of a co-working space, Republic of Work at the time, and what we decided to do was go look for. We kind of grown out of the stage where we were selling out. I had my stock in a container, so we decided that we needed our own office and we needed our own warehouse. So we decided to start looking for warehouses and offices, and we found this building that's based in Blackpool in Cork City. So we're just behind McDonald's on the old Manor Road, so it's quite accessible to the city centre. And yeah, we found the building, we painted it ourselves inside and out. We designed big posters to go outside the building. We kind of, were importing lots of stuff at the time, so we were kind of sorting out the warehouse, and we spent, we built the business from scratch, the three of us, which was great. And Joe and Leona had a very good experience. I was very thankful for them for the work that they put in. Sadly, they had to leave, so they stayed under 15 weeks, and then they asked, we agreed that they'd stay on for the summer months, and they went back. They left me in September, so they spent 9 months with me here, and we covered a lot of ground, and it was very exciting, and we built a great business together. So what I'm looking for this year is 2 more interns. What we will be doing is we will be doing 2 businesses. So J1.com will be coming back for the first time in 2 years. So that is a business that has been built up, and we kind of, we will be doing a lot of marketing. There will be a sales funnel going on that we will want to be kind of getting in front of, 1,000, 2,000 students, telling what our business is, how it works, and then hopefully at the end of it, we will have 500 or 600 students send in their applications, sign up, pay, and get them ready, help them get to the stage where they're kind of all set to go and ready for America. So we just do the accommodation for them. Other companies look after their visas, their flights, and their jobs, but we kind of will be, helping them and kind of building our brand. We will also be working in conjunction with other J1 companies, that we will be kind of, working in partnership with other companies to do branding, and we might be doing some tours across the country to do talks and things like that. So that will be one side of the business, and we will also be focusing on the marketing of Fortune Favours. So we have a stall at the Marina Markets. If you guys are down at the Marina Markets, come by and say hi to us. So we have a hanging bar challenge that if you hold on to this hanging bar for like 100 seconds, you win a prize. We have all of our kind of products down there as well. So we're down there every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You guys won't be doing. If you guys want to do help out at down there as well the weekends, that's possible. But what I'll be looking for is 2 interns to work with me in this office from 9:30 until 5 Monday to Friday. So, and 45 minutes for lunch. So it's a 6.5 hour a day work day. It will be paid. If you guys watch Joe and Leona's video from that you can watch after this, you kind of see that, it's a small business. What happens when you work in a small business is you get to see all sides of the business. So you guys will be doing, not just all the marketing, but you'll be doing a lot of the admin. I'll be teaching you guys how to, perfect your sales technique, helping people, I suppose, educating people on what the product is, what the service is. So you're going to see 2 completely different businesses. Then businesses are going to be things that are very relevant to students, because they're at the age group where you're at the age group for J1s. You're also at the age group where people are buying workout equipment. This isn't a business for kind of an older generation. This is for kind of people in their 20s and 30s mainly. So yeah, look, I suppose I wanted to kind of do a video and kind of give you a feel for who I am. So I suppose you kind of have a sense of my personality. Hopefully, I suppose I'll be able to get kind of 2 really good interns that are kind of, what I'm looking for is people who are ambitious, that want to build maybe a business or a career themselves. Maybe I'd like, if someone wanted to start a business themselves and they were really interested in how business work, how small business work, if they kind of had personalities that they would, maybe if they had done some kind of social media before, where if that had been a brand ambassador for something before, if they had used their own social media to kind of promote themselves as kind of not influencers, but just kind of shown that they've kind of gritted their teeth and know how to use social media. I'd really like that. But yeah, look, I suppose the difference between working in a small company, and especially 2 small companies compared to one of the big firms that students can go to, is that I done an internship myself with Deutsche Bank in their headquarters in Dublin when I was a student, and you're kind of put into one corner. You have one job, you have one role, and that's what you see for the full 15 weeks or the full term. So with this, at least you'll be seeing every side of the business, whereas it's the finance, the marketing, like every single thing, you'll be thrown into the deep end. And we'll kind of, when you come out of this internship, I guarantee you that you will definitely have a very good grounding going forward. We'll show you lots of different things. and yeah, you'll definitely benefit by working in a small kind of company, compared to a big one, I think. So yeah, look, I suppose that's kind of everything I wanted to say. I suppose I just wanted to give you kind of a heads up between what the two businesses are, who I am. If you guys, so what we'll hopefully do is, we'll do some interviews. Maybe it could be in person, or we might do it through Skype because we done that last year. And we would kind of talk through. I suppose we'll when I do an interview with you guys, I suppose it's kind of a lot about your personality, and if you're able to kind of talk about yourselves, and kind of communication is a big thing for me. So yeah, I suppose what I might do later in the video is show you, or maybe send in some pictures of where the building is, what it looks like now. If you guys are interested in doing an internship for me, what I'd recommend you do is have a look at the j1ecom.com website, the FortuneFavours.ie website. Have a look at their social media, have a look at what our messages are, have a look at kind of, I suppose, what the company is. So we built Fortune Favours from scratch less than a year ago. So what I'll be looking to do is, we've done this much in a couple of months. We're looking to kind of bring it to the next level. And with Fortune Favours and with j1ecom, then we're looking to sign up maybe 500-600 students across the country. So there's a lot of interesting things going on. We're going to be kind of having a lot of fun. So 2 people that would kind of benefit and kind of match up well with what I'm looking for. So yeah, if you guys are interested, please send on your CVs to Elaine and Michelle, and we'll schedule an interview. And yeah, thanks very much for listening to me, guys. Cheers.